Get started. This is ES daily chart. So we had two gap marked. Now both gap filled, and it's to my extreme level. My extreme level will be 53.50 is almost there. I think I won't be surprised if Monday may have a V-shaped recovery. So anyway, I marked all the resistance. The 54.33 minor one, you can see this little cluster on top of the gap. So from here to here should be very easy because it's gap. And then getting above 54.50 basically. This was the support. Now this whole area is a small resistance. And then this the initial, the bottom of this volume profile now become resistance. This is stronger one, but the major one, we tried and tried and tried and tried 55.43. Tried many days, 3 days, the whole last week, couldn't take it out. So this is the weekly level resistance. And above 55.60 is easy cruise to at least 56.30. So now there is a mountains to climb, right? Okay, so let's look at the 60-minute chart. The 60-minute chart really just with revisiting, it didn't really go here. So you see two levels here. This is the beginning, like August low, and then accumulation stage where the initial impulse move. We do have a positive divergence on 60 minutes. Like you look at here and look at here, here have more bullish momentum. And so Friday, I shut it down a few minutes early. I don't know how I missed a big impulse down here. You see this drop. This has volume, right? But even this little doji candle has a big volume, and this is small. So if Sunday open gap up, ideally taking this out, so we can go to 54.70. If it does go to 54.70, I think it may make a W bottom and even to test 53.50 before going back up. So as I said in the weekly newsletter, I don't know what reasons gonna be, but I'm sure market will find some reasons to figure it out. So for example, CPI, PPI, we used to want a lower CPI, PPI because inflation. Now the inflation is kind of under control. So if really low PPI, CPI may actually cause market to feel it is stagnation or something like that. So next week we have CPI, PPI, and then unemployment number. So we'll see what's happening. If you look at the last year, I'm looking at the SPY. So September, the whole September, I don't know how many of you remember, 5 weeks straight dropping. Here is the last year September area. And drop, barely any bonds. Even though this year we have a recut on 18th. So before 18th, I can't figure out the reason why market would rally. So that's why on Monday, if there is a little bit bounce or something, if you have short DTE option, call options, should exit. So anyway, so this is the first resistance, but it's a minor one. So I'm thinking if that's here, we'll watch on 15 minutes. If rejected, we'll buy put. It still have about 40-50 points. Will give us 300-500%. That's why we're doing a lot of the day trading, leading a lot more day trading trades, so you can still make your daily goal. But to be honest, I'm exhausted. This weekend, I was like, yesterday after market close, I just didn't even want to look at charts. But then I managed to get a weekly newsletter out. But this one is really major resistance. So if it's come down here and test here, bounce, make a higher low, that's excellent news. So we'll see how it goes. And there's no SP1, SPS doesn't have much of bullish flow. If it does, it basically is, I think either is exiting the puts, long puts, or selling puts. Because I do not believe we will go to August low. So this is the August low here. Even though, let's look at SPY. I have everything marked, I think. I guess not. I lied. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't do it. So but anyway, in my planning session, we see it's already break below 50% of the August. 50% of August. I remember I joined. What happened? Hold on, I clearly joined. I didn't lie. Did I not save it? Could be. Hold on, sorry about this. I did not save it. I drew everything, but anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so this is the NQ. NQ, you clearly see 1860.85. That's the monthly 50%. We are below it, right? So using strat with high probability, we could go to the August low with about 1,000 points. And I was surprised that today when I opened the chart, I was like, what? It dropped another 200 points. Literally, I didn't even see this. I think this after market close happened. So it could just go up from here. It retested this daily trendline breakout, and I was really eyeing this area. This where SES is now, but NQ always drop more. So there is a gap here. There's no, this big green candle is a volume gap. Without looking at the volume profile, I just know. So could easily drop to this area. But anyway, so we'll see how it goes. 30 minutes already good hammer, but it's not green. It's not green. Ideally, good big green hammer, but you have this big red candle with huge volume, and then this one's hammer. That's good news too. So we'll see how Sunday evening open. If Sunday open gap up, your first resistance here, but major one would be somewhere here. You have all this price action above it. It has to break above this like 19,000. Ideally, take out 19,100. That's where all the bear bull like dividing line. So we'll see. You should mark all your levels on your chart. I gave all the levels. So anyway, so look at S&P sectors. So in the newsletter, I cheated. So you can see clearly XLRE that has been having after FOMC meeting, 3-4 weeks straight money flowing in. And you can see, right, this chart very bullish. Who do we have in this sector? AMT. I don't know. Did you guys take profit on the AMT 230 call? That 230 call as high as went to pretty high, about $20, I think. On Friday, it's 8, 9. I look at it and I delete it. Let me see. Okay, forget it. I checked it, take my word to it. Did you guys take profit? APD also too. APD hit the target much sooner. But anyway, so look at the other sectors. Consumer staples, if you look at all this PG, PEP, all the stickers, all-time high. Utilities very good too. XLV, healthcare. So UNH went up pretty nice. So XLV, we're going to look at the sectors. XLV hourly is way forward down. So you can do indices $8, $5 move, $6 move. If you want to do like a swing trading, they should be relatively safe, but UNH is too high. UNH hourly target 611, about $15. $15, I don't know. You can do a call option. What about your favorite HUM? Who's still in HUM? It went up to 383. Let's look at daily. 383. This is minor resistance. Could easily go to here, 412. 412, and then 450. This should be, are you still under the water or you are in green? I think this should be able to go back to this area. I looked at the HCA the other day. They are all so high. There's can't even, your average price so high. Okay. So that's the sectors. What happened to my chart? I'm disappointed. I draw clearly 50% Fibonacci, all that is all gone. I'm a little disappointed. Sorry about that. Did I put on this one? No, didn't. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Bothers me when that changes. Okay, so XLRE, XLP. We need to wait for the retracement. Let's look at hourly. XLU. So the reason why I'm going through all the sectors, I'm saying we can, if next year there is a major drop, these sectors may stay strong, like XLRE hourly wave 5. So we can go through the tickers. And even this week, so I listed a few tickers that we can do hourly swing. But before I start that, I want to talk about AMD. I still have AMD. And I want to talk about hedge again one more time. I don't know whether you guys hedged. So clearly hitting here 160 and couldn't get over, right? So that's the area you should put on hedge, right? So what I did in November 160 long put. I paid about $15. So now it's 28. So I made what, $13, right? And I sold a $16 cover call, and that was $16 something. So I made about $12 here, $13 there. So the price from 160 dropped to 134. That's $26 drop, right? So with your hedging, you almost made up that. And now if the market going back up, I'm gonna buy 135 call, and I'm gonna sell 125, 120 cash secure put, or 125, 115. So I'm making a few dollars. So that's how you usually hedge. And I don't know. I know how Yunlai has the shares. I don't know how many of you still have this and whether you did hedging. That's the importance when you do hedging. So with your hedge, you almost breaking even. You're not losing money. And then if the market going back up, you do long, you can do bull call spread and bull put spread. And so you can make a little bit more money and then go to 160. If market drop again, you can do the hedge again and cover call. Okay, so you basically you're not losing money. I mean, that's what a hedge is for, but you do need capital for that. And I didn't know AMDS actually has the inverse ETF, and it's relatively cheap. You could also do this too with not as juicy as the put option, because from here to here you only made what, $2, right? But your capital requirement almost the same. So buying long put make more money than the doing this. Anyway, I just want to add this. So Palantir, I didn't know anything about the adding to S&P. This was on our watch list from the weekend. Hourly wave 534 target. It didn't hit yet, but so Friday, as soon as I heard the rumor, and I said you can do out of money call. So what I did $32 call for next Friday, 64 cents. 64 cents. So by Monday open, this probably become $2.30 something, $2, at least in the money, right? So from here, it's not a big jump, but it's not bad. I think Monday probably gonna jump higher to the 34. Ideally, maybe actually go to 38. Like if you do the impulse and this daily, let's look at daily PLTR. Daily also 34, yes. Okay. Another ticker Affirm is daily. It didn't hit the 60 target yet, but hourly also wave 4. But I think we need to be careful here a little bit. Why is that? Because the gap, right? If you don't want to do shares, you can sell 32 cash secure put, or you can do bull put spread, let's say Affirm, or you can do both. You give let's say how much time. I usually do Aaron Condor and then I change it. I probably give plenty time, let's say 37 by call, put, sell, buy. Okay, so you sell put spread 32 and then what, 30? I don't know how much we can get from this. Buy 30 this and 242 and a half. So you pay $1.20, probably 25. But your profit is pretty good, actually, 1-1. It's not bad. You can do this, or you can do this. You pay a lot less. Your reward is still max is this much. One to one almost. Actually, this is a little more because you have bigger spread here. What is the target for from 45? Okay, let's look at 45. 45 I like this better. And I like this better, so you can do the full put spread, full call spread. This is very directional. So for NVIDIA, I think NVIDIA is almost too, let me look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA. I think the hourly, so could this be like W bottom? It could, right? I saw two huge chunk of buying order for NVIDIA last 2-3 days. Pretty good number of shares buying in this area. You could either turn up from here or you can turn up from here 96, 94. Either way is not that far. So 60 minutes clearly downtrend, but it's not that different from NQ. It could still going back up, but you have resistance couldn't take out 110, 116, 121. So it's been having difficulties, but it's still good ticker. I don't know at this point, NVIDIA hedge is still worth it. Okay, so it drop $5. If it's overnight dropping, you might not get anything. So if you're hedging, usually you hedge like when the market is at the top and your ticker is also at the top, and you want to hedge here like 121 or 131 here where you should be hedging. But anyway, so 112, if you didn't hedge, I wouldn't do it now. So I would wait for the market to have a bounce and then even coming into 120 area. Okay, so assume NVIDIA is at 120. And I know market will drop. Let's say election is what? 12, November 12, something like that. So we'll just say, okay, we're gonna do end of November or end of December, and like November 15, let's say. Assuming this is 120, because you can do 105, it will be a lot cheaper because you know they're so close. 120, you can do. I would do bear put spread like 120, 110, or 105. Something like this. And this is $15. This is not accurate because it's, you know, you're like in the money, right? 120, but we're priced much lower. So we have to look at when the price going there, you probably want to take profit if it's go to 120 or even 116. And then next leg down, you buy a share again. Okay, so yeah, okay. You're talking about a firm, right, Wendy? Okay, and then next ticker would be of Tesla. Tesla, I've been very bullish on this ticker, right? You guys kind of lost the trust in the ticker after drop all the way back down to here. And so I said it's fine. Okay. So anyway, so we 5 up and targeted 240. So if market turn back up, I think Tesla will lead. So you can do, it gotta have another bounce. I'm trying to be really careful not doing short DT options because if market doesn't go, Tesla wouldn't go, right? So October, say 240. 240 is pretty cheap. Well, 510, okay, you say $4.50. I don't know, do 3 contracts, 1,500, and this could give you really, really good profit. Tesla. So another ticker on our list. I need to copy paste this. W day. Okay, I'm copying in the chat, so I don't have to look at it. Okay, W day. Also wave 4, wave 5 up, 270. This is pretty good, 10%. So if the recut supposed to be bullish, 270 would be $3. $3 not bad. You can buy one, but I don't recommend that you buy every one on this list. If you buy every one on this list and then if market wrong, you are gonna have a big drawdown. Apple also. Apple has an event next week, so I think the event may actually need to do something really good. So 235, 240, 235, 240, probably just do shares. Or if markets start going back up, you can do call. But I'm probably gonna watch really carefully. 240 is only $1. So in that case, I might want to do, I don't know, 225, pretty good actually, only $5. But if you want to do 235, $2, do 2 contract. If you really go to 235, your $2 will become $8-ish. So 235, what is the delta? 22. So every dollar goes up, you get 22 cents. 22, so $15. $15 multiply 22, how much? $3, right? Who is good at math? Okay, 330. But it should be more than 330 because every dollar closer to 233. Like you see 30, you have 32. 225, you have 44, right? So your delta going up. So at least you get $3.30. That would be $5 something. That's pretty good, right? So Apple. And then I didn't get a chance to do homework on FI, but this ticker clear had really good momentum. And it's also wave 5 up, FI. And pretty strong actually. It only touched the upper edge. 170 is only $6 though. $6 is really not worth it. Starbucks used to be hated. So this one's gonna be $100. $100. That's pretty good actually. SBUX. I didn't do the daily ATR, so I assume $100, 102. Look, someone is betting 102 on the sticker, 22 cents. I think this is pretty good actually. You can just get 2, 3, even 5 contract. You are so fast. Look, she already designed for us. Okay, so design one for Starbucks, please. So Starbucks, if you don't want it, you can do 95. 95 is only $1.22. Let's say $1.27. If it goes to 97 or 100, 102. Someone had similar view as mine. So that option chain confirms my analysis. And this is really cheap. You can get like 5 of them, only $100. But if his 102, you should win really big on this one. Okay, so that's Starbucks. PM. See, this is all cyclical stocks. It all-time high. It's crazy. All-time high cyclicals. That's why when you build your portfolio, you should have something in different sector. We need to wait for it to come down to 122-ish PM. Maybe daily. Let's look at daily. Daily, if you come back down to 120, we need to buy some for your portfolio for next year. If you are to be defensive for this round, if you don't want to participate on swing trade, you just want to do some day trading. Like we have done really well on the SPX puts and calls. Like you use $500. Like I always choose ticker less than $5, that's 500, right? So and then if you enter the timing right, you can make like 1,000%. We have had many examples recently on the SPX trade, right? So this one also we wait for 150, 157 below. We start to watch. That'd be good. Let's see what a daily. Daily also similar. So this is like tons of price action. Mo, my gosh, this is our old friend. We were buying at 40, right? This is one of the tickers in our dividend portfolio. You just throw money in without looking at it. And it went to 56. That's pretty good, right? You not only get a very good dividend and you have intrinsic value. And another ticker, IBM, I have said this ticker many times, like 162. I told you guys to buy again, 162. Where is 162? Here. You see, I said the target gonna be over 200. It's 206. So many tickers like our ERW, see where it is? AMT and PSA. This is all XLRE sector. See how high that is. Another ticker, BLDR. BLDR, it went up a lot too, but it's being added into the S&P. So this one also, I think Monday actually worth it to watch this one because this one added to S&P probably gonna bump. And this $20, pretty good. $20. That's like sometimes when I look at a ticker, I go to look at the option chain. Why is that? BLDR, not BLDR, to see whether the option chain agree with my view, right? So if the option chain we said 180. See, that's 170, 75, 80, 85 have a good open interest, but this one already have good volume, 195, and it's cheap. So you can do this as well. It's cheaper, or you can just do shares, whatever you think you like to do. So basically, that's all the Mali. Mali has been my favorite ticker for since as long as you guys been with me. It's also hourly wave 5 up 100 points. I'm reluctant at doing Mali option. Why is that? Because the spread is a lot bigger. 10 to see how expensive that is. 2100. 2100 is not bad. Hey, you can do 2100. Remember we were doing all this MSTR ticker. We've been doing this quite a bit. So anyway, you can do this, but it's quite expensive and you need to count loss. Okay, let's look at the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I said it should retest to 54,000 and also still in this downtrend channel. See the between the yellow line and this zone being drawn a long time ago. So it's trying to go back up. So August, September usually weaker seasonality wise. B2C seasonality. Hey, where type chart type here? Huh? Seasonality? What happened? Oh, there. Okay, so seasonality usually August, September weaker, and then October, November, December gonna rally. Okay, I know you guys have coin, and I have coin too. I have shares, and I have bear call spread now. It was bull call. It was a call. So coin, I've been doing every time it come down, I'll buy some shares. Let's go back to standard chart. So top daily. Daily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably equal low, something like that. And weekly. Weekly, it just tested the value area high. As if it could reclaim this area, still can be saved because there's volume gap. So between 220 is a big volume gap. Like monthly wave 4 to wave 5 targeted 311. So if you have shares, you're underwater, it's not a good time to cut it because it's already almost the bottom. You want to, hey, oh, I don't know what's happening. It doesn't switch. So it really just come back down all the way to the initial stage. Look at monthly. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is rally, base rally. Can this hold? MACD is about cross over to the downside. So I think the drop is not over. We see now daily is not over too. So let's look at weekly. Weekly also is like solid candle. It's not good. But the whole major market, even IWM, Dow Jones, every sector dropping like a Dow has the worst day for a very long time, 500 points, almost same as NQ. This is what the strongest one, right? It so touch the second demand zone between the first one and the second one. So if you want to go long, this may be the time to go long. Or if you could do future option, you can sell 4,200. That's like sell cash secure put. If you probably get paid very handsomely. I don't know how to do this future. And I don't know whether I have permission to do future. You know what? Maybe I should check it out. You could get a really good premium, and then if this one going back up, you could pocket really big money. I think just one more call always does this, which is really good. I think I should start doing that instead of just buying, selling future directly. You can do the same. You can do both at the same time. Okay, look at the dollar. So dollar is like this trend line support, this trend line support confluences, it could start going back up from here. And if it does, probably gonna cause some pressure on the gold precious metal. So we'll see how it goes. Let's look at daily. Daily has a big hammer. So, but you see the MACD here is in the negative territory, could be curving back down, and here too. So we don't know because this yellow line has been acting as a resistance for all this right down. So it could still get back down more. Yield, TNX, the market was betting on this to go back to 40 area. It didn't go. Could it? It could. So if this go, meaning TMF, TLT, it really, how many, 50 cents away from my upside target. I'm all out on TMF. Pretty good ride, right? From 55 to 64, 60. So initially we start doing this at the 40 some, right? So if you've been accumulating, this is really beautiful trade. So if TNX going up, which it should, right? Because the yield curve has completely inverted. With meaning we have about 6 months to 18 months and before recession, I guess, and the historical data. It doesn't mean this time is the same, but if every time happen like that, so we need to be cautious. I'm not asking you guys to short the market, but that's why we're focusing on a lot of short-term swing trading in case there is a black swan event. So if this go to 40, I think this is too overbought. If ideally could come back down to 96, 94, that would be beautiful. We can reload it. You can load your account at least 10 to 15%. And really good. And then corporate bonds also good too for next year. Prepare. If on the 18th we're cutting 50 points, I think you will see 105 area. That's the max I see on TLT this year. For next year, if we come more, I see someone speculating by the end of 25 would cut 2.5. That's like a what 300 basis point cut? Could be because the economy has been so bad. The labor market has been revising down for the last 20 months almost. So anyway, that's all I have. I will put this watch list in the swing trading ideas, and thank you, Winnie, for working out all the options, and we can trade that when market turning back up. JP Morgan, you can just buy shares. I think when the market cutting rate is good for JP Morgan. Good for banks. So hourly, wave 5 up. Hourly, we said on Friday, it has a couple more dollars to drop. I do not particularly liking this price option action. I don't like when it's dropping below this middle band, like become too bearish, but it's still good. If market going back up and recut, this thing would fly. Recut is very good for the banks. Dow being added to the S&P. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that's hourly. On daily, I don't know. I think this may change because the price is pumped to what? 108, 106, right? 106, 106, 106 here. Okay. So this already counted after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daily, that would put to about 113. Daily 113. Daily would be still wave 4 down. Wave 5 down. So I think Monday may continue to go up to near 1, like this area, 113, 120, like 120, I think the most. We'll look at for reversal down. Because if you look at NVIDIA, SMCI, AVGO, everyone is dropping like a rock. There's no reason for Dow to fly, in my opinion. Anyway, Microsoft hourly, wave 5 down, the structure changed. Daily, hold on. Hourly also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Microsoft, I'm gonna wait. I do have Microsoft shares in my long-term portfolio, added from the earning drop 380. So it's not that bad on daily. We're looking at 370. Even 370, I'm gonna add more. Weekly, 1, 2, 3. So on weekly, so if Microsoft dropped to 370, you should take profit like at the year-end rally, because clearly on weekly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably gonna go to 330. So if you don't want to do it, then just wait until next year. You don't see much of, look, here now is resistance and the volume gap already filled, right? Small support and then volume gap. So the strong support is below 340. So if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do, Google is even worse. Google, I was talking to my husband about Google. So Gemini, Google is so woke. When you go woke, you go broke. The ChatGPT take a lot of the Google search engine business, and they're going so woke. When you just for the curiosity, you search for a U.S. past the presidents, and majority come out like the black president come up, but there's a lot of white president too. When you search like presidential rally, they only give Kamala information, doesn't give Trump rally information. And so I think Google is gonna have some tough time because the ChatGPT take there a lot of the people ask ChatGPT questions more often these days than Google. I still use Google, but that's because I also use ChatGPT. I have it free in my computer. So anyways, it's cheaper, and Amazon too. I like Amazon better because I clearly is uptrend and showing the price actions like a higher target too on daily, weekly. So I'm buying everything from Amazon. Like really, I just except fresh produce. Everything else like from Amazon. So Amazon is good. I like Amazon, so I have Amazon. Meta daily, the high is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think next year, if the market drop big, I think Meta should go below 400. Hourly is same. If you look at ES hourly is still good, but it dropped too far. The bulls need to take 54.83 back. See, if you look at it 30 minutes, like See, that's how I draw my chart. Little red circle, this like resistance. I run out the colors because this red color I usually use as a resistance, but it's like a POC. And then yellow color, value high, value low. So I'm like using pink as resistance and green as like a minor resistance. So anyway, so for bulls, really need to take back at least 5,500 area and then like go back up. I mean, the wave 5 is still showing. I don't know taking how long, and I don't know what the reason for this rally to go, but press cannot just go one way. They always find a way, excuse, like stronger CPI, stronger PPI, but that's towards the weekend, Wednesday, Thursday. So anyway, that's all I got. It's pretty long, 15 minutes. All right, I will see you guys on Monday morning, unless you have more questions. All right, I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.